Hi, this is Mr. VPN, and today we're going to be doing a test of Hide My Ass. So this VPN service is pretty famous. You see it promoted on a lot of sites. A lot of people have named it their #1 VPN service. So today we're going to find out if it's really as good as all the hype says it is. So once you sign up and log in to their VPN page, you have a couple choices here. Routers, this is all billing stuff down here. We don't need to mess with that. Routers, Pptp servers. So the thing about Pptp is that pretty much all your operating systems will be able to use Pptp Vpn without installing any software. It will require a manual installation of the VPN, but installing a Pptp VPN connection manually is 100% easier than doing OpenVPN, so it shouldn't be a problem. With Windows, Linux, and Mac, you'll have a choice. You can do the software or the Pptp with iPhone and Android. You will have to do the manual installation regardless. So for iPhone and Android, you can choose Pptp or L2TP. Today we're going to download the software though. So I've already downloaded the software. You can see here, downloaded really fast, 1 or 2 seconds. So while we're waiting here, HideMyAss doesn't just do VPN, they also have proxies and anonymous uploaders, anonymous email. Maybe that's why they've chosen a kind of a vague name for their service, Hide My Ass, instead of Hide My Ass VPN service, because they do offer a lot more, and actually most of it's free. The only thing that does require a payment is the Pro VPN service, which will get you access to more VPN servers and professional support. So here is the HMA Pro Vpn software. So there's a lot of options here. Let's take a minute to explore them. We've got our country selection. So HMA has a huge network, the biggest around really, and you get access to all of these servers. I don't want to get too promotional on you guys, but you really do pay just one price for OpenVPN or Pptp in all of these countries. They've got a nice map option. This is cool. So you can view it by country if you're more of a visual person. It's a nice little addition to the software. Those are all the US locations. Here we have locations in Europe. So the map software is actually kind of choppy. You can use it if you really feel you need it, but I'm finding that country selection over here is working a lot better. And then up here you can choose OpenVPN or Pptp Vpn. IP address settings. Now this is cool. So we've got a connection status here, that's fine. Then we can actually set it to change our IP address with time intervals. We can actually check our IP address, which is nice. And then we have a history here to show which IP addresses we've used. So not everyone will use this, but you may be interested to see what kind of IP you've been using, and you can set these things to increase your privacy. Okay, this is a cool feature here. Security IP bind. So it explains it right here, but basically you can bind an application to the VPN service. So the application will only work when you're connected to the VPN, and if you get disconnected to the VPN and start using your real IP address, then the application will stop functioning. So I imagine you could use this for your browser, or maybe for gaming software, maybe for torrents and P2P, maybe Usenet. Those are some good ideas. Speed guide. So this is cool. you can actually see which servers are getting the fastest connections. So obviously the servers that are closest to you will be the fastest. So we've got all products. So let's see what the fastest Pptp VPN is close to us. So this will be San Francisco. Let's do a ping test. Okay, 24 milliseconds. That's fast. Now let's see what the slowest one is in Indonesia. Okay, so here we've got San Francisco as the fastest with 25 milliseconds. Whoops. And Jakarta was, I think, almost 300. That's really cool. Proxy settings. So they don't actually mention this in the advertisements, but there are some manual proxy settings that you can change. This is maybe for some more advanced users or people who have more specific needs. Maybe if you want to bypass some firewalls and you don't want encryption. Sometimes encrypted connections are blocked because they get red flags from the spam filters. I've run into some sites like that. So you could use a SOCKS proxy connection or HTTP connection because it removes the encryption, but at the same time it'll change your IP and allow you to unblock some sites. And billing and packages, we don't need to look at that. So let's get started. So the software is running really fast. There's no problems there. Sometimes these VPN softwares, they look nice, but they don't really work well. Let's find that US server, Pptp in San Francisco, 138 kilometers away. Great. Now, how do we connect? Okay, I actually haven't put my username and password in yet. So I'll pause the video. So, there we've got our choices. Let's connect. Wow, that was fast. Okay. So far, HMA Pro Vpn is doing great. Now let's browse a bit. Okay, well, let's actually make sure we're connected to the VPN. Let's check our IP address. So it's detecting we're using an anonymous proxy. Let's do some browsing anyway, and we'll try OpenVPN in just a second. Okay, browsing is fast. I know that's relative. If I say something is fast, that might be different for you based on your internet connection. Wow, look at this video. That is much faster than most of the VPN services I've tried. Maybe in the fastest, definitely in the top 2. Yeah, without a doubt. That's really fast. So let's disconnect.